Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, I've got 8 new secret rares to be showing you, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a lot of new secret rares to be showing you. I think these secret rares are good. Have I said the word secret rare enough? Yes. Yes, I have. So let's start off with the answer to one of the biggest questions we've had for a long time. What's in the box? Specifically, the Paradox Rift Elite Trainer boxes. Because these were revealed, and we were actually told that the promos are going to be Screamtail and they're going to be Iron Bundle. We were told that, but we weren't shown them. And then they updated the website to take the Pokemon names off, but we'd already seen them about that, sorry. But now they've been shown off, and we know what they are. And we can see them, and they are beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. They are absolutely beautiful. So let's start off having a look at Screamtail. We've got beautiful art here by the wonderful Ghidorah, who I was lucky enough to meet when I visited Creatures when I went to Japan for the World Championships. And it's Screamtail just stood on a little thing in a pool screaming. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And look, this is where I say, technically, we haven't actually had it confirmed this is the one. However, we know that 2 artwork rares are being taken out of Paradox Rift. We know from the numbers that has to be true. We know that Screamtail is getting an artwork rare. We know there is an artwork rare of Screamtail in the Elite Trainer box. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. It is as good as official. This is a beautiful one, and we love it. Remember, the card does 20 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. It's all right. But what about the Iron Bundle? Well, we've got that one as well, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it. And you know what's really cool? Yesterday, literally yesterday, I showed you Iron Bundle, the pre-release promo. And I told you that, unfortunately, I was unable to share with you the artwork rare, even though we knew one was coming. And as soon as I could, I would. Well, now I can, and I have. So we've got 3 different artworks of Iron Bundle. Please feel free to suggest your favourite one in the comment section. This one is done by T0, who's actually another. I only met 3 artists at Creatures. 2 of them are the ones doing these. I love this. I think this is absolutely phenomenal. This is one of my favourites. And look, Iron Bundle is a phenomenal Pokemon anyway. It's adorable. But this artwork is just on another level. I'm absolutely in love. Remember, we've got an attack here that stops evolution Pokemon attacking the following turn. Or it stops the defending Pokemon attacking next turn if it is an evolution Pokemon, I should say. But it's really the ability here. It forces your opponent to switch their active, and then you discard Iron Bundle. But this is really useful, and a lot of the time, making your opponent switch their active is going to be a very, very good thing. I love this card. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, there's more. You see, we've got Slitherwing. And again, I love this card. So many of these are absolutely amazing. But one of the coolest things is, we are seeing these future and ancient Pokemon kind of in their natural habitat. Like, look at Slitherwing here. That's just Slitherwing in some ancient setting, just kind of chilling. And I think this is absolutely amazing. I actually like Slitherwing as a Pokemon for what it's worth. 2 energy does 120 plus 90 to itself. And it does burn, so it's really 140. I'm a big fan of this card, frankly, ladies and gentlemen. I think this one is really fun. I think it's great in a really aggressive deck. And I just think this is one we need to keep a little bit of an eye on. And now we've got phenomenal artwork that makes me happy. Now, Iron Juglis is another card that was actually revealed in English a couple of days ago. Now we've got an artwork rare, and it's just flying over some futuristic-looking city. Weirdly enough, this is also Ghidorah. So I just showed you the Screamtail by Ghidorah. This is another card by the same artist. They are knocking it out of the park with this. I think we can all agree this is absolutely stunning. And it's just Iron Juglis just kind of chilling, just flying above, doing his thing. Love it, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely love it. As for the card, this is not one of my favourites from the set. We got free energy, 50 to free of your opponent's Pokemon that already have damage on. And this is one of those, I love it in the early game. But to get 20 damage on each of your opponent's Pokemon is generally going to take a couple of turns, by which point the evolution Pokemon you wanted to KO 3 of in a row have already evolved. It's really good for support Pokemon still, but it is a little bit awkward. The other attack is 4 energy, 150, but if you've got a Future Boost energy capsule attached, it only costs 3 energy. And remember, that one boosts you by 20, so it will actually be 170 at that point, not 150. It's cool. It's a decent attack. It's quite nice. I think this is one of those that's going to make a fun little tech. I don't think it's one of those that is going to transform the game, I think is the way I would generally phrase it. I think it's cool, but I don't think it's going to transform the game. There we go. But then we've got ourselves a couple of supporters as well. Now, worth pointing out, because we need to be clear about this, these are your full arts, not your special art rares. If there were special art rares, the rarity symbol would be SAR, but they are SR, which means they are full art. We'll start off with Professor Turo, because I don't know, that's the one I put on the screen first. And it's Professor Turo in a futuristic setting which may or may not be a lab. Cool. Although, to be fair, like I've played a lot of video games, right? In the future, most things are labs. Most homes are going to be converted to labs. Most shops are going to end up actually being labs. In the future, 90% of buildings are actually labs. I've played enough sci-fi games and watched enough sci-fi films to know that is almost certainly going to be true. And what we've got here is Professor Turo's scenario. Weirdly, we've had the SADA card revealed in English, but not the Turo as it stands at the moment. It's AZ. It's literally AZ. You put one of your cards, one of your Pokemon, into your hand and discard all attached cards. It's literally AZ as a reprint. It's not AZ but changed a little bit or updated in some way. It is literally a direct reprint of the card AZ. Which, to be fair, was a very, very good card that saw a bunch of play when it was legal first time round. So there's no reason to believe that it won't see a bunch of play when it's legal this time around as well. It's cool for picking you up. And now we got a lovely full art of it. And that's lovely. Hey, AZ had a full art. Here we go. Show you that one as well. We've then got Professor SADA'S Vitality. That's what it was officially translated as. Though, like I say, we do have an English scan. And you got Professor Sada in some kind of ancient kind of setting. Not a lab, because we all know that in the past labs didn't exist. Looking very imposing. There we go, that's a word. Again, it's a full art, not a special art rare. Very important to note. So there probably are special illustration rare versions of these two cards. We just haven't been shown them yet. And Professor Sada is a card I adore here. You choose up to 2 of your ancient Pokemon and attach a basic energy from your discard pile to each of them. And if you attach to at least one, you draw 3 cards. I mean, that Slithering I told you about a second ago, that needs an extra energy in the early game. Boom, this will be great. Any ancient Pokemon that is remotely good, this is going to be an absolute staple, because it's great for accelerating energy. But I've shown you some artwork rares. I've shown you some full arts. I've yet to show you a special art rare, so let's start off with Roaring Moon. Look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it. I adore Roaring Moon. I love it as a card. I love it as a Pokemon. And I think this special art rare is absolutely redonk. Redonk. Now, if you look at it here, it's basically just posing. We've got Murayama doing stunning artwork here. It's just posing of a bunch of the other ancient Paradox Pokemon that we saw previously. It's great. And it's kind of in the middle, being all big and bad and showing off that it is the coolest among them, which kind of makes sense because in the game, that's the way it is. It's only found in one cave and it's a big impressive one. I love this. This is one of the cards I really want from the set. Plus, it's a really, really playable card as well. 3 energy, and you can either get an automatic KO while doing 200 to yourself. Awkward, but automatic KO is good. Or 3 energy, 100 damage, but if you discard a stadium in play, it's actually 220. And of course, the Professor Sada I just showed you, great for accelerating that energy. This is a great card with a stunning artwork. And if I've shown you Roaring Moon, it's only fair to show you Iron Valiant. Very similar kind of thing here, where we got Iron Valiant standing there looking cool, surrounded by a bunch of other Pokemon, who are of course your future Paradox Pokemon. Kantaro just done a stunning job here, making this look amazing. I prefer Roaring Moon both as a Pokemon as a card and as an artwork. I think it gets a trifecta over Iron Valiant. But that does not mean this is not a stunning, stunning card. Seriously, we are being absolutely spoiled today with these ridiculous artworks. And what we got from Iron Valiant is another ridiculously good card. We've got the ability Tachyon Bits, which says that when you move from the bench to the active, you put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Bearing in mind, Future Boost Energy Capsule will also give you free retreat. And then free energy 200, it's fine. And actually, with Future Boost Energy Capsule, it's 220, which gets Pokemon V, which is fine. It's not good or particularly impressive or great or anything along those lines. What it is a decent attack. But it doesn't really need to be a good attack. This is one you're playing for the ability. The ability is absolutely phenomenal here, and that's the hook of the card. Let's be perfectly clear. Roaring Moon's a good attacker. This one's got a nice Trixie ability, which is going to help a lot of things. So there we go. I promised you 8 new secret rares. I think I delivered on 8 new secret rares. I think these are cool. For me, I really like the Iron Bundle. I think that one's absolutely stunning. And the Roaring Moon. Oh, I really, really, really like the Slitherwing as well. There are some really phenomenal ones here, honestly. But I want to know what you think. I want to know which of these is your favourite. I want every single person watching this video right now to drop a comment down below telling me which of these is your favourite. It's going to take you 2 seconds, and I would really appreciate it. So yeah, go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. And get shout outs on the channel like the lovely Mary Sanders Lazenby, who's been a supporter of ours for a little while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.